Hello, this is a Daybreak Battle League team builder. My team is Tailglow Rangers, and for week 1 we're versing New Jersey Drowzees. I am going to go through what team I brought, as well as the EV spreads and why I brought it. So my first Pokemon is Alola Mark. It's really bulky and it's amazing in this in singles and VGC, but this isn't VGC, so yay. But anyway, it has a base 100 special defense, which I've given it an assault vest so that I didn't have to put any EVs into it. So it allows me to have assault vest with 4 EVs and special defense just to take all of these special hits. I have max attack and max defense, so I can definitely take defensive physical attacks, and with 105 base attack I can deal a lot of damage, which is going to hit Cresselia, Drowzee, Alakazam, and maybe some other Pokemons. I gave it knockoff, pursuit, poison, jab, and crunch. Pursuit is to switch into psychic types, and while they switch out I hit pursuit. Knockoff to get rid of items, poison jab and poison touch for 60% chance to poison, and crunch as a stab dark type move that is a bit stronger than knockoff, because when knockoff does double damage when knocking off an item, but when I knocked off the item I want to make sure I'm still hitting hard. This is mostly for the Cresselia and Alakazam. Moving on to my next Pokemon, it's my Kyurem. It's Choice Scarf, allowing me to outspeed everything pretty much. I'm running Fusion Bolt, Ice Beam, Dragon Claw, and Earth Power, so it's a mixed attacking set. But it's mainly going to be max attack, allowing me to deal a lot of damage. It's going to be 172 speed, which I've EV'd this so that it outspeeds the fast Pokemon, which is Pheromosa, by 1 speed stat, which is great. And Pheromosa dies to pretty much 1 hit with its low stats. I put 85 EVs into special attack, which was the rest of it. It would help me deal a lot more damage with the special attacking moves. This is mostly for the Pheromosa. It allows me to kill Alakazam, Hydreigon, Nidoking, and pretty much everything else. And the next one is my Scuba Bug, my Araquanid, holding the Mystic Water, which boosts its water type attacks by 1.2, I believe. Yeah. So I'm running Liquidation, Leech Life, Toxic, and Mirror Coat. Liquidation's a new physical water type attack, and it's really powerful. With the Water Bubble ability, its power is boosted by 100%. Leech Life has got a boost in base power, so now it heals 50% back, and it's 80 base power. Toxic to just toxic anything, and Mirror Coat is so that if I get hit by a special attacking move, I can take it and deal double back. Now the good thing about that is that Araquanid has base 132 special defense, so I put in max special defense to take all of those special hits. Almost max HP and the rest in attack, so that I can deal some damage as well. The next one is Xatu. You know, Xatu chains, haha. I stole its name from Duncan. I have Magic Bounce on it, which is mainly for Smeargle, because of the Sticky Web, Stealth Rock's potential there. Rocky Helmet to take the physical attacks and deal damage back. Max Defense, Max HP to take as much hits as I can. And 4 in special attack just to do a tiny bit of damage. Giving it Calm Mind, Stored Power, Toxic, and Roost. This does nothing to Hydreigon except Toxic in it, but it does well against most of the other Pokemons, which is essential to my team. Calm Mind lets me deal a lot of damage back with the stored power. The next Pokemon is Cofagrigus. This is just a bulky special wall. It has Protect, Toxic, Hex and Will-O-Wisp with max HP. I've also given it leftovers so that it can get healing. Will-O-Wisp is to burn those physical attackers, and Toxic is to poison anything that isn't a poison type or steel type, letting me get that damage over time. And I have Hex for anything that has a status condition, which is why I have Toxic and Will-O-Wisp. Hex doubles in power when the opponent has a status condition. And I'm also running Protect for a potential Z move from the Pheromosa. And the next Pokemon here is my Tapu Fini. This basically pretty much counters Hydreigon, unless Hydreigon carries Vulnerable, but I can probably take an attack. Scald, Ice Beam, Moonblast and Surf. This is a choice spec set to deal as much damage as I can. Nothing really wants to switch in on this. With the it has max special attack, almost max HP and 12 EVs in special defense, and 130 special defense. I think it won't get OHKO'd by anything on the team, unless Pheromosa has like Poison Z move, which I doubt. And that's pretty much it. I should have the battle going up after this team builder, maybe in the same video. Okay, getting on to the video. It might be a bit bad quality, but yeah. So I led with Xatu, which was quite a nice lead here. I do get hit by a few Ice Beams, which is fine. I can get that roost off. I can get my health back. It's an okay lead for me. I just need to make sure I actually hit a stored power on this Nidoking. I went for 2 Calm Minds though. He decides to switch out into Hydreigon just on the turn that I go for stored power, which was a bit annoying. So I sent out Tapu Fini to take this Dark Pulse, and I just went for Ice Beam because it hits Nidoking, it hits loads of other things as well. But I know I can't do anything to this Cresselia here, so I have to go switch out. I went into Mark because this is my counter. I actually predicted him to switch out here, but he didn't, which is interesting. Pursuit only did 20%, but I managed to poison him, and I'll take that Moonblast. I hit him with knockoff, he dies to poison, which is great. He switches in back into Nidoking. Ground type move would be obvious here, but he went for Ice Beam, so he is probably choiced into that, which is why he went for it. So I went for Surf, and he sent out Cutiefly, which I don't know what that really does, but except for dying here. It had a Focus Sash, so I know that Pheromosa won't have a Focus Sash either, just because of how just because you can't have duplicate items in this league. I took that Poison Jab with my Cofagrigus, which is my defensive wall, and here I get crit. You know, I actually calced it. I wouldn't have died. I would have survived at 2% at a max roll from Choice Scarf Hydreigon, which I do find out that it is Choice Scarf. It is very powerful. I can't Miracle here, so I just have to take these attacks. But I do get flinched on my Araquanid, which is really annoying. So I decided to go into Tapu Fini, take the Dark Pulse, He goes for another Dark Pulse. Luckily I didn't get flinched, and I can hit him with an Ice Beam. He goes into Alakazam. Mega Evolves. I take the Dazzling Gleam. Go into Mark. I did predict again that he would switch out, but he didn't. He just stayed in, trying to kill my Mark at this point. But I just kill it, which is good. And now Pheromosa comes out here. It kills my Mark. And then I go into a Rockrunned, which wasn't that great of a play from hindsight. I take the Z move, yeah, but I could have gotten, I could have went into Kyurem Black earlier and fired off this Ice Beam to kill it, since I know it didn't have a Focus Sash. And then I could have kept that differential, you know. But it looks like Kyurem Black takes the win, which is great. And we get a 2-0 win, which is good for us for our first battle. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Week 2 should be up soon. I don't know when, but it should. Once I get that battle recorded, I'll have week 2 up. Bye!